She felt like someone finally noticed her, but the attention turned into a trap she couldn't escape. On a crisp October day in 2006, 13-year-old Megan Taylor Meier sat in her bedroom in Dardenne Prairie, Missouri. A typical suburban girl with a shy smile and gentle heart, she longed for connection. Born November 6, 1992, Megan had dealt with challenges, low self-esteem, depression, and attention deficit disorder. Yet she was described by her family as bubbly, goofy when things were going well. Her world changed when she accepted a friend request on the social networking site MySpace from someone calling himself Josh Evans. He appeared to be a 16-year-old homeschooled boy who lived nearby. For a girl who'd often felt overlooked, it felt thrilling. She finally had someone who seemed to like her. For weeks, Megan exchanged messages, feeling uplifted, until suddenly the tone changed. On October 16th, the messages turned cruel. The world would be a better place without you. Everybody in O'Fallon knows who you are. You're a bad person. The boy turned into something darker. A trap. A weapon. Late that day, Megan's mood shifted dramatically. She ran upstairs, moved into her closet, and took her own life. The belt hanger loop around her neck was discovered by her father minutes later. The glow of her screen, the silent messages, and the final click, a lethal web of cruelty spun from what should have been innocent online friendship. In the hours that followed, the community of Dardenne Prairie awoke to shock. A girl vanished not by physical violence, but by emotional savage cruelty online. No punch thrown, no knife drawn, just words typed. The incident raised the chilling possibility that a click can kill, that anonymity can kill, that the unseen hand behind a keyboard can become a grave. Megan's family, stunned, searched for answers. Neighbors, friends, teachers all wondered, what happened? How did a teenage girl laughing in the halls become a lifeless body in her closet? The reveal would come slowly, darkly, like shadows creeping into daylight. The rest of the story, the hoax account, the adult perpetrators, the trial, the legal aftermath, and the legacy of Megan's life will unfold in the next parts. But for now, the tension hangs in the air. A vulnerable girl, an online stranger, a final message, and a family forever changed. After Megan's death, her parents, Tina and Ron Meier, were destroyed. They had tried so hard to protect her, monitoring her online activity, setting time limits, teaching her about safety. They even approved her MySpace account as long as they had the password. But nothing could have prepared them for what they were about to uncover. In the days following Megan's suicide, her best friend came forward with a confession that would change everything. Josh Evans wasn't real. The boy who'd flirted with Megan, comforted her, and then destroyed her with words, was a fabrication. A cruel creation of people who lived right in her own neighborhood. The mastermind behind the fake account was Lori Drew, a grown woman, the mother of one of Megan's former friends. Drew had allegedly created the fake Josh profile with her daughter and another teenage girl. Their goal, as she later admitted to investigators, was to see if Megan was talking about her daughter behind her back. But what started as a supposed joke became a psychological ambush. Josh Evans first played the role of the charming confidant, telling Megan she was beautiful, that he liked her, that she could trust him. Then, the messages shifted. They became distant, then cruel, and finally brutal. The last message read, "The world would be a better place without you." Within 20 minutes of reading that line, Megan was dead. When Tina Meier found out the truth, that an adult neighbor had impersonated a teenage boy and taunted her daughter to suicide, she couldn't breathe. "I wanted to scream," she said later. I wanted to see her face and ask her why. Why would a mother do this to a child? The revelation spread like wildfire through Dardenne Prairie. Neighbors turned on the Drew family. The community was consumed with anger and disbelief, not just because of the cruelty, but because of who had committed it. This wasn't the work of a stranger on the internet. This was betrayal from within the same block. Law enforcement quickly stepped in, but there was one devastating problem. In 2006, no law existed to directly prosecute someone for online bullying that led to suicide. The case became a legal gray area. Missouri had harassment laws, but they hadn't been written with social media in mind. Lori Drew's cruel manipulation fell into a gap no one had anticipated: digital cruelty without accountability.in 2008. Federal prosecutors in Los Angeles filed charges against Lori Drew under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, arguing she had violated MySpace's terms of service by creating a false identity to inflict emotional distress. But her defense team countered. If breaking MySpace's rules was a crime, millions of people could be criminals. The trial gripped America. The verdict? Drew was convicted on misdemeanor charges, not for Megan's death, but for unauthorized computer use. Later, the conviction was overturned by a federal judge. Lori Drew walked free. For the Meier family, it felt like losing Megan twice, first to a hoax, then to a system that couldn't define what had happened. Tina Meier would later say she died for nothing, and the person who caused it walked away. The story of Megan Meier exposed a horrifying truth about the digital age. Sometimes, the hands that hurt you are not anonymous predators far away. They are neighbors, classmates, even parents, hiding behind fake screens. Megan's story didn't end in her bedroom that night. It ignited a movement that forced the world to look in the mirror. After Lori Drew's acquittal, anger swept across the nation. Parents, lawmakers, and educators demanded change. People couldn't comprehend how a grown woman could impersonate a teenage boy, torment a child to death, and face no real punishment. Megan's death exposed a deadly blind spot in American law. Cyberbullying wasn't a crime.in the months. Following Megan's death, Missouri legislators met under immense public pressure. In 2008, they passed a landmark bill expanding the state's harassment laws to include electronic communication. Now, causing emotional distress through text or social media could be prosecuted. It was unofficially called Megan's Law for the Internet. Her story had rewritten the legal definition of harassment in the digital age. Tina Meier, grieving but determined, refused to let her daughter's story fade into another forgotten tragedy. She founded the Megan Meier Foundation, dedicated to promoting kindness, digital responsibility, and mental health awareness in schools. She traveled across the country speaking to students, urging them to think before they type. "Words can kill," she would say, her voice steady but trembling. "My daughter is proof." As the story gained international attention, the conversation around bullying changed forever. Schools began implementing anti-cyberbullying policies, and parents started watching what their kids posted online. Megan's face, once just another smiling school portrait, became a symbol for the silent suffering of millions of children trapped in the cruelty of digital life. Yet, for the Meier family, awareness could never replace their daughter. Tina has described nights of staring at Megan's photos, remembering her laughter, her insecurities, the way she'd ask if she was pretty. She didn't need to be perfect, Tina once said. She just needed to feel loved. Megan's case revealed something dark about human nature, that anonymity can strip empathy, and that a screen can turn ordinary people into monsters. The tragedy also sparked broader debates about social media platforms and their role in moderating abuse. Could MySpace have prevented this? Should they have intervened sooner? Those questions would echo in every tech company boardroom for years to come. Even today, Megan's story is retold in documentaries, classrooms, and cyber safety campaigns, not just as a tale of cruelty, but as a warning. Her death was the wake-up call that dragged the hidden epidemic of online bullying into the spotlight. At its core, this isn't just a story about one girl and one cruel hoax. It's about what happens when compassion is replaced by curiosity and empathy by entertainment. It's about how words, simple words, can unravel a fragile life. And as you finish this story, remember, behind every screen name is a real heart, a real mind, a real soul. Megan Meier didn't die in vain. Her story lives to remind us that kindness isn't weakness, it's survival. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel using the link below.